Welcome back to the channel, buddy, and I hope you're doing fine. Today we're gonna talk about Garden of the Witch, an upcoming event for Hunt Showdown. Now that thing will be coming soon because the #1 question will be, hey Mike, when do we get the new event? We don't know yet. But finally they started teasing the next event. It's about time. Now, we will go through a blog post that Crytek posted yesterday. It's on Steam and on their news homepage. I'm gonna link both things in the description below. And with that, let's get started. So I'm gonna use the Steam article. I think they are 99% identical, so I shouldn't miss anything because, well, Steam has a nice dark background and I'm not flash bombing you IRL. Okay, nature meets metal in Garden of the Witch. We are thrilled to unveil Garden of the Witch, the first live in-game event of 2025 for Hunt Showdown 1896. The event comes alongside the highly anticipated update 2.3, kicking off a year of improvements, fixes and performance updates for the game. Step into a world where cursed nature and corrupted metal collide as the mystical Bruja duo. Do you pronounce it Bruja? Bruja? I would say Bruja duo and industrious welders wage war against the corruption, armed with their own unique powers. The update signals a bold new direction, placing a laser focus on fixes, gameplay improvements and quality of life update. This is nice. To elevate player experience throughout the year. Repeat for a thrilling adventure and a redefined Hunt Showdown 1896. Well, big talk, so let's see if they can deliver. Garden of the Witch. Garden of the Witch sees cursed nature and corrupted metal clash in the story of the Bruja duo and the Welders. Each group fights against the corruption with their own strengths. The Brujas bring organic mysticism to the table, while the Welders are armed with industrial occult practices and fire. Well, that's fancy. Players will earn event points and pledge marks, so the usual mechanic will come back, like in previous events. However, instead of woe pledging a hunter to a pact or a troop, Garden of the Witch brings 3 event-exclusive sealed trade rewards, which have been selected from past events. Now, I understand this now, that there will be no event pacts anymore. You just have the trades and you pick the trades. Which personally might not be a bad choice, because one thing that I absolutely disliked about the past events, there was 1 or maybe 2 super strong events or pacts, sorry, and the rest was garbage or just meme stuff. So whenever you had a hunter pledged to something, you could not get rid of that pledge. So if you wanted to dip in some other stuff, you always needed a new hunter. So yeah, now you can just pick the trades. So does this mean you can pick all of them? So let's see, they are way less though than usual. So right now we have the following trades will be exclusive to Garden of the Witch. Blademancer, use Darksight to quickly retrieve launched projectiles. Blademancer is coming back. Honestly, this is great. Will it be more a quality of life perk or will it be like in the event? Now, at the end of the last event, Blademancer, in my opinion, was fine, and a few weapons need Blademancer because otherwise they're complete garbage. Looking at you, Chukunu. Now, Corpseer, receive a Darksight boost when looting hunters, even without a bounty token. That is great. And Gunrunner, allow your hunter to equip 2 large guns at the same time. Okay, Gunrunner is double explosive crossbow again. Whoa, okay. Now, Blademancer is cool, Corpseer is cool, Gunrunner might be slightly annoying. I'm surprised they picked that one. Blademancer for retrieving the stuff. Will it work just for retrieving the launched projectiles? So does that mean, can I get it back when it's stuck in enemies? How much damage will it deal? We will probably see more about that in the near future. I'm just happy that Blademancer is back. I think Corpseer is a good pick because it's one that has pros and cons. You reveal your position, you reveal that hunters to enemies so they can come over and resupply when you don't burn the body. And Gunrunner, yeah, okay. But not a lot of trades this time. Garden of the Witch also introduces rare supply points to Hunt Showdown 1896, which will appear in addition to normal supply points. At rare supply points, hunters will find rare rewards, such as one of the event-exclusive sealed traits, a sealed cash register, and all types of sealed envelopes that can be unsealed in exchange for pledge mark. So, is this just a sealed cache then? Is that what a rare supply point is? The event one? Not hating, I love these things and I hope they're coming back. Okay, That also means, though, that the regular supply points do not have a chance anymore for sealed stuff, and it's only at the rare supply point. At least that's what I'm reading here. Okay, not a fan, honestly. I liked it that you can't find like XP envelopes to level up hunters, or yeah, cash registers to get more money out of your match. So let's see how that will turn out. The traits, except Gunrunner, not a huge fan of that one. I think this is cool. Update 2.3 then, let's talk about that a little bit. Based on our commitment to refining the game's core experience and listening to player feedback, we're refocusing quality of life improvements, bug fixing and performance through 2025. Ahead of Update 2.3, rolled back and adjusted several changes done in the past year. Okay, I think this is great. You can try things, but the moment you realize, in the moment you get a lot of feedback from the community that it's not fun, I think it's fine to roll back stuff. Sometimes you have to admit that you effed up and something's not working. This included balancing traits such as Lightfoot's silent crouch, the bear trap's damage, and stuck projectile mechanics. Now, while I do agree, and I talked about that in plenty of videos, that Lightfoot silent crouch is not fun to play against, they need to give solos something in return then, because otherwise they just will get stomped for a couple weeks until they're, I don't know, a couple stars lower. And I don't know if that will be fun. The bear trap's damage, yeah, okay, I mean there exists Vigilant, but I can live with that. I'm just gonna not pick bear traps anymore then. And stuck projectile mechanics. To be fair, we were probably talking here about Blade Mancer pullout damage, where it dealt like, I don't know, 80-something damage, and getting tagged by an arrow or a bolt was basically instant death. So I understand that they reverted that. That was also even a hotfix, so that's cool. We've also addressed community-reported issues such as concertina-wide damage through floors, hanging chains blocking attacks, lingering poison effects, and UI bugs. Well, to be fair though, this is stuff that is in the game for years. Let's see if it's gone. Concertina wire not going through walls or floors or roofs. That would be big. I just recently had a match where I tried to jump over a roof and there was a concertina bomb in the building and no visible wire clipped through the roof, and the wire still effed me, slowed me, and applied bleed. Yeah, that was not fun. And lingering poison effects, yeah, this is as old as the game. Hanging chains blocking attacks, I think for most of the attacks that is fixed. Like, we had a patch where ropes blocked arrows. They literally called arrows, and I died plenty of times because of that. I think that Dragon Breath still gets caught by blocking, by getting blocked by chains, but I'm not 100% sure because Dragon Breath, I don't play it that often anymore, sadly. Performance, stability, and quality of life features for our players remain our top priority, each with their own planned improvements through 2025. A lot more fixes and tweaks are upcoming, along with bigger changes. Update 2.3 brings exciting new changes, including... Oh, here we go. I think there's some really cool stuff in there. Recruitment revamped. New hunters now come with 10 upgrade points to freely spend on unlocked traits, offering greater customization options from the get-go. Please, thank you. First of all, respecking traits costs time. Sometimes with the hotkeys and everything, you mess it up and then you even lose an upgrade point. Sometimes you do not get the beautiful 9 points combo for Lightfoot and Necro, although Lightfoot for solos probably is not that important anymore with the patch 2.3. But now I always have 10. So after 2.3 for solos, it will probably be Necro, together with Surefoot, Dauntless, and Magpie. You can trade Surefoot with Pack Mule when you play a trait-heavy loadout, although with the nerf for bear traps. Let's see if it will actually do that. So this is nice. We were talking about just give us upgrade points, a fixed amount, and be done with that. Yeah, sure, sometimes you get hunters that have crazy traits and you get like 13 points, but I prefer the stability over... Oh yeah, I'm now 1 trait point short, so I have to destroy a bar, buy a restoration shot, then go into the match with a missing bar, then use a restoration shot to get my bar back, just so I can play the trades that I normally play. Yeah, thanks. I'll pass on that one. Trade adjustment, Poltergeist and Blast Sense return as regular trades with Blast Sense, now also detecting silence shots. Okay, so I said Blast Sense needs to detect suppressors. Is it working though for arrows and bolts? Because it says silence shots. I mean, technically, an arrow is not a shot. Right? It's not a bullet. So I don't know if this counts as silence shots. But it helps against the Maynard silenced snipers. And maybe Blast Sense will be viable. That like one dude in the trio sacrifices themselves and says, hey yeah guys, I'm gonna spend some points on Blast Sense, so the pesky suppressed sniper that is annoying us, or maybe even Craig Silencer, we can find him a little bit faster. So that's a good buff for Blast Sense. I think I will still not pick it though as a solo. Poltergeist, honestly I think that's great. The main reason why I never picked Poltergeist was because you had to commit to a shitty pledge trade path, whatever you want to call that, Traub. There we go. So I never picked it, but now maybe I do a meme run. Maybe I do a beetle run, and then Poltergeist might be good, because you can use Poltergeist while flying the beetle, and then you are, well, you can't close the window on me, I'm still gonna get in. So I think this is cool. They will still be weak trades, but this one, I know a lot of people will have fun with that, and Blast Sense might find some use in the future now. New compounds for Bounty Clash, Arden Parish, ooh, really? Endero Livestock join the pool of possible Bounty Clash compounds alongside refined spawn points and item locations. Yeah, sure, let's go for it. I think Endero Livestock is cool. Arden Parish... No, I think Arden Parish works pretty well. Some good picks there. I like it. Gameplay tweaks, syringe use has been improved. Whatever that means. And Dark Dynamite satchels can now be disabled and picked up. This is great, that you can finally pick up Dark Satchels that you placed. First of all, I think Dark Dynamite Satchels are weak. Borderline useless, except every now and then where it actually works, but then you clip it because it's so freaking rare. Yeah. I would see the same, I would like to see the same for regular traps. For Concertina, Poison, Alert, and Bear traps, that I can pick them up and puts them into my inventory. Why is it only for the consumables? Would be a nice counter buff for nerfing the damage, but then I can replace the bear traps. That would be cool. But okay, maybe one day. So this would be some feedback from me for Crytek. That would be a cool change. Bounty Clash tweaks following community feedback. The number of teams has been reduced to 4 in order to ease the pressure at the start of the clash. Yeah, okay, I personally don't play a lot of Bounty Clash. It's too much run and gun and not really hunting in Hunt Showdown. But I know a lot of people like Bounty Clash and it's totally fine. Keep in mind, you can still have 12 people, right? Reduced to 4 means you can have like a trio, and maybe a solo, and then there is no more duo. So I don't know if this was absolutely necessary, because that's just Bounty Clash. Bounty Clash is lots of explosions, but apparently they got data from the surveys that people didn't like the non-stop spawn fights in Bounty Clash. Well, to be honest, you're in Bounty Clash and you basically always have a spawn fight. That's just the nature of the game mode. But okay. Then we have nighttime. Time of day has also been removed from Bounty Clash missions to ensure better gameplay flow. I don't think that was necessary. The issue with like fog and nighttime is that very often at longer distances you cannot really play your loadouts anymore. In Bounty Clash you're kinda close anyway. For that one dude who brings a sniper scope to Bounty Clash, yeah, tough luck, man. The thing is, we don't address in this post here how many times you get fog right now. Maybe it's just me, and I know, yeah, you can have 10 times in a row fog, and it's just bad luck, but fog is crazy right now. I kinda stopped playing sniper scopes, because they're not fun during fog missions. I get it a lot. Is that just me? Maybe that's just me. Stealth adjustments. Stealth mechanics have been rebalanced to better reflect the value. Silenced weapons now suffer 10% damage decrease, and throwable melee tools have been adjusted to emphasize specialization. This is exactly what I was afraid of, and I find this change dumb. I'm sorry. Silenced Winfield, Silenced Vedderly, they didn't need a nerf. No, really, seriously, they didn't. Okay? We're doing this now because for the suppressed crack and the suppressed Maynard suppressed Maynard sniper. There we go. I didn't have a lot of sleep, and you can probably hear that right now. So why do we not just adjust these weapons and tweak their damage values? Why do we just nerf all silenced weapons? Nobody was screaming for a nerf for silenced Nagant, a silenced Winfield, or a silenced Vedderly. Ay. Science Crack was a mistake. The Science Maynard Sniper maybe was a mistake. And now the other regular weapons suffer from this. Now 10%, I do understand that 10% from a big number, like for example from a Crack or a Science Maynard Sniper, has a bigger impact than 10% from the Science Winfield or Science Ranger or whatever you want to call that thing right now. But this will play a role the moment you hit limbs, the moment you fight at certain distances. With the Science Winfield, I had it plenty of times that I was not able to two-tap people, and now it will probably happen even more often. I know. This is wrong. This right here. My god, they opened the box of Pandora with the Science Crack and now other stuff is suffering. On top of that, I'm not a huge fan of the subsonic ammo. I don't think that was really necessary, but they probably did that because of the Science Crack. Well, there you go with the stealth mechanics. Let's see how it will actually feel. For my Science Vedderly, I just... Ay, my beloved one. And throwable melee tools have been adjusted to emphasize specialization. I have no idea what that means, and I'm slightly afraid of that. Let me explain, because they introduced the spear. The spear was absolutely broken. Destroyed everything. And it's funny because they introduced the spear after nerfing all the melee tools, because they didn't want melee tools to be so goddamn strong against bosses, and then the spear just absolutely demolished them. Then they nerfed the spear, then everything was kinda aligned, and then they increased the amount of throwing knives you get, the throw speed. I don't know about the damage, I don't think the damage, I have to check the patch notes, but they buffed the throwing knives, and they were bonkers, and then they buffed them even more. Like right now, the throwing knives are the best throwing tool, by far, it's not even close. The moment Blademancer comes back, it will be crazy. The poor throwing axe is crying in the corner, although the throwing axe melee attack, not the throwing one, is actually decent, so... But I played the throwing axes a couple times, and it's just comical how slowly the axe flies compared to the knife. And they're not telling us in detail what the change is gonna be, and I'm a little bit nervous, because balancing the throwing tools... Maybe the spear will be OP again, will be over the top, throwing knives, unplayable, and it's all throwing axes now. It's, I think, just keep the throwing weapons the way they are right now, and remove the buffs from the throwing knives. Either that, or you slightly buff the axes and the spear so they're all on the same level. I personally hate nerfing stuff. I think you should buff other stuff, because it's better for, you know, for the community. Nobody likes their shit nerfed. But when you're throwing axe enjoyer and suddenly there's a buff for the throwing axes, you're happy. Right? So, a bit nervous about that point here. The rest, what I see here with the skill points, trait adjustments, and nice. Then we have one more thing. Gunplay changes reflecting community feedback. The bow thrower trait now works with the bomb lens and bomb launcher for fast reloads. Yes, sick. Playing a bomb lens and reloading that thing, you're basically dying of old age before the thing is reloaded. It feels clunky, it doesn't feel good. In higher star lobbies, bringing a bomb lens is already a drawback, and then I mean, the people know, they They wait until you use your projectile and then they push with their shotgun. And you cannot close the distance with a swing. Then you just die. Not fun. So, great changes. Love it. The Maynard and Martini Henry now also benefit from the fast fingers trait. Sweet for the Martini. I don't know about the Maynard. The Maynard with the 2-stage reload, how does it look then with fast fingers? I need to see this first. I need to see how much of rate of fire increase it actually is. But the Martini Henry with fast fingers, boy, that will be a menace. I'm gonna play that a lot. I like playing aggressively, so the Sparks is cool and all, but I'm actually performing better with the Martini Henry. I slap a riposte on that thing. Then we have fast fingers. I play this half fire, half regular, and go. And I think this will be fun, especially for the money invested that it costs. Only 6 points for fast fingers is kind of... Can we maybe do 5 for that? We had 4, 6 is a bit much. Maybe Crytek we meet in the middle with 5. I don't know. Fast fingers trait though means 6 plus necro is 4 and you will always have 10 points, so you can... interesting. Nice. New weapon variants introducing the 1865 carbine silencer. Okay, with the carbine I can actually live with that. It doesn't shoot very fast. The bullet is crazy slow. That thing... I don't know, does it fly backwards when you shoot it with subsonic ammo? I'm not 100% sure, but I think the general opinion right now about the game is we don't need more silencers. So adding another one. Now, I get it. They decided to implement the carbine silencer a long time ago because it takes a while to, do the guns and implement them into the game. So the decision to add the carbine silencer probably happened before they got the community feedback, hey, please no more silencers. But the carbine honestly is not super strong, so I think that will be okay. Now an Obras match. What is an Obras match? Is that an Obras precision then? I don't know, an Obras precision might be weird. Why should I ever take then a regular Obras then? But it is an Obras, so... Well, okay, we get another long ammo rifle. But my understanding is it should be weaker than a regular Mosin. I'm just assuming, by the way, it's a Mosin, because Obras is normally with a Mosin. At least in our game. And an Obras Sharp Eye. So a scoped 2-slot Mosin, maybe something similar to the medium slot Springfield Deadeye? Well, that would be interesting. So Obras match and Obras Sharp Eye. Let's see what it's gonna be. Let me know in the comment section what you think about the changes. I know you like to be very vocal about all these changes. I see that. Also, when you like these, Showdown news reports videos, let me know. A like would be appreciated. That would be very kind from you guys. One more thing though, because I know it will be in the comment section. Where is the SAL? It looks like the SAL will not be part of the next event and will not be part of 2.3. So we have to wait a little bit longer. For everybody being like, oh my god, this update will be shit because there's no SAL. Couple things. I personally think that Crytek currently is in a position where they can't allow themselves to deliver a product that has flaws, because it's kind of a meme by now. Oh my god, Crytek patch, let's see what they broke this time. They have to deliver the SAL in a perfect state, or close to perfect state. I don't want any houses where the corner, like the hitbox, is bigger than what you actually see, and then your bullets get caught and stuff like that. I know we're waiting for a long time. I want the SAL to be back too, but it has to come back good. I want to have a good SAL and not a rushed one. And Crytek has no room for errors anymore. Okay? So, yes, I'm frustrated as well that apparently the SAL is not in this patch and we have to wait even longer. But at least we have right now 3 maps, so there's some variety. And the SAL is on the roadmap for this year. So that also means, though, since it's not part of this event, I assume we're gonna have to play the event, then we have another month or something like that of break, and then it might come, so that's at least, well, we don't even know when this event releases, 3 to 4 months until the Sol comes. Maybe they will just do it, hey guys, the Sol next week, doesn't have to do anything with events, here you go. I don't know. So very interesting that it's not here, but really we need to wait for a good the Sol. There is no room for a rushed patch anymore for Crytek. You can also drop in the comment section what you think about this, because during my live streams, where the Sol is like one of the #1 questions. Yeah, and with that, let's roll the outro. God, I love doing these videos. I like discussing this stuff with you guys, so this is pretty awesome. Also, you know, who else is awesome? I know, my patrons. Thank you very much for supporting me over on Patreon. You guys are, as always, the best, and you are, well, helping me out a lot. Thank you for watching. I hope we get 2.3 and the event very, very soon. I'm just excited for new event stuff, even if it's a little bit less content this time. I see you in the next one. Until then, have a good day, and bye-bye.